Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bets.net Challenger Series. We are into day 2 of our playoffs and into our second stage, as it so happens to be the first semi-final. We've still got other quarterfinals to jump into the rest of the series with later on down the line. But for now, we're just going to be taking a look at Red Reserve and forZe right here. We'll take a quick look at the bracket that's just come up as well. forZe and Red Reserve beat out Sprout and Quantum Bellator Fire yesterday to take their spots here in this semi-final placement. We're still got to see Fragsters versus Avantgarde and Spirit versus Godsend in other best of threes later on down the line. Those will kind of finish up after the next weekend as well. Take a quick look at the map vetoes as well. The first bans came in. forZe permabanning Cobblestone and getting Train out the map was the Red Reserve squad. Kind of making sense. Train hasn't really been a fantastically played map for them. I'm surprised they didn't get Nuke out first, but Red Reserve eventually did follow up with that later on down the line. The maps that are going to be played in this best of 3 are Mirage, Overpass, and Inferno. In that order. Mirage as picked by the likes... hold on, sorry. My gameplay has also risen, so now we have an opportunity to jump straight into the matchup. And take a quick look, see at the knife round. Of course, Mirage, as I was saying, was picked by forZe. Not a fantastic map for them, but it's one of their more practice runs. So having it in the pool right here, having that chance to kick things off to their favor, is how they would like to opt out here. So and the knife round has been one. Red Reserve will start things off on the CT side for this one. Again, as you kind of would expect in that of the... knife round side choice. The general performance metrics haven't been amazing here for the Red Reserve side. But a couple of victories. Against the likes of Kinguin, which is okay. I think Kinguin are definitely no particular squad to shout about. But as well as that, they're taking victories against Venatoris, against Valiants, against Tricked, and other particular teams as well. They've also practiced it a lot. They've had basically 23 times they've played it over the course of the online and offline season in the last 3 months. So since the beginning of the year, they've had a lot of practice on it in official matches. So just to start off in that kind of a fashion, in that kind of a form, is a fantastic thing for the Swedish side. forZe, on the other hand, I can't necessarily say the same thing about their overall practice terms, but they have gotten some victories above the likes of EPG, who have been a very impressive team from the CIS region from my particular standing, as well as that Avantgarde have lost to them. And they picked up Sprout, of course, yesterday in their best of 3 series on this one. So we're going to be jumping into the pistol round for this game here. We're seeing the buy-ups coming in from both squads. The defuse kit here for Button, he's got a smoke down. But basic pistols for everybody else in the Red Reserve CT side, sorry. Kevlar on all to spare. Sviat's got the double flash and Molotov for forZe. Interesting, not a double flash smoke. So you usually see the support players take that down for the T side, but they're going to probably end up Molotoving out towards the truck. Button's going to spot them as they make their way quickly into the B bomb site. And he taps his way on through, takes down the first man. XSC Power, the stand-in, will go falling. Facecracker also down. Little will get a quick trade back to a 3-on-4, but it's a 3-on-4 that is to the favor of Red Reserve. So they're going to move quick. The Russian squad need to make some good meat out of this round. They have got the bomb plants, so they have got the extra economical advantage at least. And eventually Sviat's going to finish off. Relaxer, DJL trades in right back, so they keep things well and truly in their favour. Shots on shots ring out. Plesson's up here for the backstab. They're going to hear this. A Little and Jerry will be wary of where they're coming in from. And they actually set up pretty decently to deal with this retake coming in. Yeah, the headshots do land for them. Jerry and Little, Freddy Frog and Pleston down. It's all DJL alone with no defuse kit, and he will fall all the same. There it is, the first round on the board for the T side. They kick things off perfectly for the pistol. And it's how they would have wanted this one to go here. And forZe, of course, going into a lot of investment, a lot of it utility as well. They're just going to Molotov smoked their way into the bomb site. DJL's got the first frag with a scout, scouting from Ticketproof. Takes out FaceCrack very early on here. Button also in a very good position to shut down a bomb planter. Just about spots it, but meanwhile he comes in with kills. His teammates are there to support him. They've got an AK now to play with and a man advantage, but that's all about to change as Little and Fiat peek back out, turn things all onto DJL, who's gotten one fantastic frag in this round, but now needs to do a little bit more here to aid his CT side. He needs to save the round for his CT side, and these two T-side players know exactly where they are. Little will peek, good quick scope, but no. Not to be today from DJL. That's going to be a 2-0 start here for forZe. A decent job of starting this game off. Unfortunately, Red Reserve unable to find their way back into it. So it is just an early start, and that is it. USP's out to play with for the CT side. FaceCrack going early into this, taking out DJL with the MAC-10. Spotting out several others with the crossfire here, the vertical crossfire from Blesson and Barton, and of course Freddy Frog on a backstab. All shuts him down. Once again, another great start here. They have been traded back. They have been given access to the A-bomb site meanwhile. 4 versus 4. No defuse kit either. Just this MAC-10 utility picked up on Relax's part. He's going to go hunting towards his B-bomb site. Joe should be able to pick them off very easily. MAC-10 out. Does get traded back by the other MAC-10, but the UMP is also quick on his own trades. XSC is trying to see if he can finish the job on Relaxer. Will get himself a nice $600, but he may get traded back right here on the flank, and indeed he does. So, yeah, not quite the best of rounds. forZe losing several players, but it was all just SMG, so it's not a major problem here for them. And again, 3-0 in the start means that it will be well, not match loss bonus, 3 rounds of loss bonus for the Red Reserve side. They buy it down into the AWP, the M4s. Vice versa for the forZe side, the AWP out for XSC. 3 AKs and a Galil also to play with, so only first 2 frags coming through. Joey Relaxer button, all trading. Blind shots come out. DJL rotates in from connector to lock things down on this A bomb site. It's Little and XSE as the last 2 players left for the forZe side. Orb out for XSE. Trying to see if he can lock something down here towards this CT spawn. Relaxer could get caught off guard. Freddy Frog, however, is also on a flank of his own, taking down the lone AWP, leaving it all up to Little with the AK in his hands. Can catch Relaxer again still if he re-aggresses towards this A bomb site, so let's see what he decides to do. He does eventually catch Button off guard. We'll go back and try and pick up the bomb. I think they will know he's in this position, but I'm just getting it down towards connector. It's be a 1 versus 2 retake. Favour to the retakers of Red Reserve. Both players going to come in from CT stairs. Freddy Frog could catch a good angle, and indeed he does. A pixel. A bit of the body spotted out, and Little will unfortunately not be able to account for that. It's going to be the first round on the board for Red Reserve. Yeah, nice start so far for these guys. Hope's going to get rebought once again for this T side on XSC in particular. The Eagle for Face Crack is going to be the weakest portion of this buy. It doesn't matter for Jerry, though. He takes himself 2 frags. Relaxing with a quick trade. However, holding down the A-bomb site, looking for a little bit more as well coming in to this push. He will get forced back through jungle out towards the CT spawn. As far as they're taking control, they're going to back right off, back into more default positions. And Freddy's actually in a decent position to possibly shut this down. "55 seconds shall remain for forZe at the moment. Face Crack and Jerry towards mid, XSC and Sviat out towards A site positions. They are just waiting for the go-ahead. They've got to deal with Relaxer first and foremost. This AWP is going to get dangerous, but still 35 seconds. Set themselves up for it. Jerry will get boosted up and ready to go into the sniper nest. Also looking to catch off Freddy Frog, but Freddy's well out of position for this one. He may set up a backstab towards underpass first, but hell, they may even run out of time before he gets there. He's playing extremely slowly. Finally, Sviat and XSE will start pushing into the A-bomb site. Smokes will go down. Relaxer actually kind of gifting his opposing team the opportunity to cross from connector into that bomb site. And now Freddy Frog and Jerry both out towards the midline. Who's going to spot who first? Jerry in a very good shot, but no. Freddy gets that to connector instead. That's a major line being broken by the CT side, and Facecracker has no idea about it. He will get sprayed down. 3 versus 3 as Freddy opens things up on the retake. The fuse kits are in place, so they've got time, but they've just got to lock out the kills. Molotovs come down. Jerry will pick Freddy Frog back for a trade, and that stalls for just enough time here for the T's to get a very nice advantage. Button will trade one more back. The defuse is going to get stuck, but Jerry comes through, picks off one headshot, back behind cover. Relaxer will still get traded. An ace for Jerry for the entry in the default and the defensive of the bomb site. That's a reset against Red Reserve as well. We go up 4-1 to the favour of forZe. Buy-ups instantly going to come through from Red Reserve, however. 1 round loss bonus. They are going to hard invest. The CZ's coming in, the UMP as well for Button. AWP for XSC, alongside the AKs and the Galil here for Jerry. DJL Button. 2 players coming up towards the ramp. Flashbang actually blinds the first man, but Button will still be able to trade out a little. Relaxer gets Sviat as well. And DJL will still stay alive with 1 point of health. 2 AKs recovered and pressing on a flank position. Facecrack ain't expecting it. That's 3 rifles now recovered by the CT side. And oh, how the tables have turned. This is suddenly looking like a plausible retake of the B-bomb site as forZe make their way quickly into it. Going to get this bomb plant down. Four versus 2. Red Reserve all going out towards short. It looks like they're going to go hit this B-bomb site extremely quickly. They got their power players in play. DJL, 1 point of health, but XSC is going to line up a collateral. Look for a little bit more. Can't quite land it on DJL, but at this point, a whiff will be able to take him down. 1 versus 1 as his teammate falls, but XSC's on for another ace for his team. Not to be. Relaxer has no defuse kit. So unfortunately, while the retake is successful, he will not be able to get the defuse. The 5th round will sit to the favour of forZe. That being said, though, a very, very nice retake coming in from them on the force by round means that they're going to put a lot of damage onto forZe's economy. You can see the money line ticking down, as is being highlighted as well. Several players falling out of favour for this T side. And forZe, you can see exactly what that's done to their buy-up as a result. 2 AKs coming out. both of which were brought up, and SMGs for everybody else. They will just pour straight into this A bomb site, which has been stacked, so maybe this AK can do some damage on this face crack. Just goes ham and picks off every single player. Relaxer putting the AK out towards short is not going to do anything for his team. May look to try and save it for one more round, because this one might already be a loss here for the CT player. Covering off Connector, hoping that someone goes down here, but nah, forZe well out of position. That's fine at face crack at least. That's one frag, but now they know how to avoid him and may even try closing the gaps. Here comes the flashbangs. Little's trying to pop his way onto a headshot. Blax is still here, ready for a headshot of his own and getting himself a 3K. Taking one of those AKs out of play as well. Jerry may need to go ahead and rotate to recover as XSE picks off the final man. Jerry does pick up that second AK, so it does stay in play, at least for the forZe side. Red Reserve, once again, up to 3 rounds of lost bonus. Have themselves enough for a buy down here. So the AWP coming out. M4s. We're going to look at the specifics of the utility in a couple of seconds here. Very limited at the very least, but they have enough smokes and flashbangs to get by, as well as a HE nade on Freddy Frogs. This isn't the worst situation to be at if you are Red Reserve. Racecrack will get the first, however, entering once again into a very exploitable A bomb site. You can just peek out wherever they want to and take headshots like Sviat's doing onto Relaxer out towards the ticket booth. Bleston also falls towards jungle, and that's just that, you know. That's easy. Just not even execution, just forZe peeking and getting the frags. DJL, next man up to the chopping block, will avoid Little's head. Little will get himself out of dodge, meaning that Freddy Frog may also be under siege here towards the B-bomb site. Jerry's peeking in. Not going to check bench. Actually, he will, and he will take Freddy for it. So, Red Reserve fall to pieces in this round, and DJL will fall the same as well. 7-1 to the favour of forZe, and all 5 players staying alive in that round. A tactical pause will get called from the likes of Red Reserve, and understandably so, you know. This is not good for the Swedes. Red Reserve being forced down to 4 rounds of lost bonus, and of course, not winning that rifle buy means that they don't have much of a choice but to eco. They will get out some upgraded pistols, a couple of Deagles, a P250 coming in from DJL, and 2 USPs for Freddy and Relaxer. But that's it at the moment. AWP out for 1 for AKs in forZe's hands. Reserve. Waiting, particularly Freddy Frog is ready and waiting for this push to come through from the apartments. Only a P250, gotta land some heads, will catch face crack, spots out Jerry as well. I think he may have seen the bomb planter, but the rotations are slow. Spotting Little, spotting Jerry now, surely he must know this is gonna be a B-bomb site here, but again, the CTs don't respond quick enough, so they will overwhelm the site, get this bomb planted, so it all just comes up to the pistol, see whatever damage they can do here on this eco. It is just an eco, as Relaxer will fall, but Pleasant takes down Jerry. Eventually traded back all the same by Little, leaving Button and DJL alone. 3 versus 2, bomb down on the site, hasn't been planted yet, but they got 50 seconds to do so, so forZe are plenty good at the moment. Eventually Button peeks, actually does get the 1 dig, and body blocks the Molotov as well, so not getting it as deep as they would have wanted to. TJL's going to aggress with his P250, but unfortunately, Sviat's on the cover and will cover his teammate, taking him out of the action as Sviat gets the 1 towards Market. That's an 8-1 scoreline so far for forZe. Very dominant T-side half, and not what I was expecting. Again, I was kind of going to give it to Red Reserve to kick things off because of their prior experience on this map. The forZe have a game plan, and this was their map pick, so they are starting to make this whole thing work. straight in. Plessin trying to spray down 2 with this rifle by. He will get them both, but sviat will train him back out with his AK headshot. 4 versus 3. Favor to the CTs, of course. One minute and 20. They are just held up in a default here, forZe. In reserve will aggress as a result. You can see Button and DJL going down through T ramp. Getting some information that there are no T side players playing towards this A bomb site, so they'll leave one there, put one back on the site, set themselves up and get ready for the push into whichever site comes through. sviat will get challenged actually from connector as DJL peeks out from short, shuts him down. They should give info to Freddy and Relaxer, and they will lock it down as appropriate. Little and XSE both fall 1 by 1, and there will be the second round of the board for Red Reserve, but not over yet. Definitely far from over here. Once again, forZe have put Red Reserve on this reset potential. The money line ain't looking that fantastic as of yet. Shots coming through. Relaxer's ready to pick off XSE, but he can't quite get these. Bringing to burst their way on through. Rules just going to go into this mid default. Relaxer will catch Jerry on the lurk towards the Palace, however. It's a very good start here from the CT side. The kind of start they need in a round like this. This is such a crucial one. They can't really afford to lose it. FaZe crack up close and personal. Ooh, Plessin reloading. And FaZe going to look this way, take him down for it, punishing the man for being a little bit too preemptive. FaZe crack gets one as XSE gets another, and suddenly it's a 4 versus 2 to the favor of forZe. Button and Freddy. 2 players on 2 different sites. Only one obstacle stands between forZe and taking the bomb site as a whole, and they don't even need to play against it. They can just go around it like they're doing right now. Barton back towards T ramp. Trying to find an angle against one of these guys, and May spots sviat. Does take the shot, does take the dink, but that's it. Just a dink, no kill. sviat takes him down. It's all up to Freddy Frog in a 1 versus 4. Low HP, could pick up sviat. Could pick up a couple others with one-tap headshots, but it's got to be clinical, and, you know, I just don't think he's got enough time to run through all of these T-side players and get the defuse. So therefore, it will be a 9th on the board for forZe, and once again, Red Reserve fall into the trap of being reset. The winning run round against forZe. The Swedes don't really have the best of options at the moment here. Orp has fortunately been recovered by Freddy Frog, so that's something at least. They force buy around this, it will be relatively weak. It's coming out. forZe are going to make their way quickly into the B bomb site, but Relaxer's got this orb locked and he's trying to take blind shots through connector. Only gets the one as face crack falls. Button, meanwhile, on his own backstab, actually could catch the bomb planter off guard. If they don't move just yet, he'll tap his way on through, stall for a couple of seconds, and that may be all his job is to set up the rest of his teammates to rotate towards the B bomb site, and there are 4 players here. Finally, Button will get dealt with towards the back lines, but Relaxer is here, and Freddy is also back behind this bench. XSE can't see this as a 2 versus 4, so Red Reserve are in a golden position as they pick up 1 AK. They have a bit of extra firepower now to defend against forZe. So they back rotate off away from the B site. Indeed, it looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Sviat and XSC making their way into the mid position. One man close to be dealing with Pleasant. No armor on his fine self. Might be nice to pass that AK off to Freddy, but looks like Freddy's got other plans on this B site hold. Maybe looking for one of the other rifles that have been dropped. No, actually they picked up all three. So DJL, Pleasant and Relaxer holding on to those. forZe are actually not even going to bother with this push. They're out of time. So back up towards top mid. They will hold down with their AWP and their AK. Meanwhile, the CT's on a buy of their own. Double up setup coming out for Freddy Frog and Relaxer. 2 AK-47s and 1 M4 brought down by Barton. As forZe set themselves up quickly in mid and A. What do they know? There's already kind of a stack coming in from Red Reserve towards this connected jungle position. 3 players ready to shut things down, but Jerry does find the first man. Button falls towards the stairs. Base Crack has mid control. Pleasant will be able to deal with him by taking him out of the sniper nest. 4 versus 4. Mid control is somewhat lost here from forZe. They have still got little here. And 3 other T-side players ready to execute in with the split. XSC trying to take a shot, but the smoke is down. DJL will get dealt with towards connector. So back to the man advantage of the T-side we will go. Relaxer trying to get a blind shot. It's Pleasant to pick off Jerry, though. Straight for the smoke, it seems. Getting that one frag, getting a bit more damage on a couple of different players. And Little and Sviat are low as a result. 34 on Sviat, 5 on Little himself. Actually, Little will rotate. Freddy Frog's so ready for this P250 in hand. And only 5 HP to deal with. A single bullet will be able to take him out of the action. Actually, will go all the way around towards the market position. And Freddy doesn't even realize this. He's going to call it out to his teammates. He will try and find another angle against him. Oh, spots him. AWP now out to scope him down, shut him down. And now look towards the apartments where Sviat is holding in from. He spots this bomb, he takes it down. That will be the end of the round. They've still got to deal with the AWP. Eventually, Sviat will fall, and Pleasant will deal with XSC. A triple kill for Pleasant. Very nicely holding down the A-bomb site alongside Relaxer and co. The 4th round will sit to the favour of Red Reserve. Still within 5 of forZe's 9. Laxer straight in onto this anti-eco, picking up Jerry. forZe don't have a lot to be working with right here. Just a couple of upgraded pistols, no armor, no utility. The AWPs are picked off 2. Eventually they'll crossfire to take Relaxer out, so that will be 1 AWP drop, but I imagine it won't be much more than that. Let's see what else they can do. DJL and Pleasant both hit towards short. Good grenade in from Freddy. Little does get away unscathed from it. DJL picks up face crack as well, looking in for XSC. Spots him, sprays him. Pleasant will take him down. Yeah, not much available for forZe in this round. It was just a very simple affair of an eco. Red Reserve take control of round number 5 as a result. AWP also recovered for Pleasant, passing off to Relaxer. Single AWP now out for XSE. The double AWP's in play for Red Reserve as well as we go. Into mid once again. Again, there's mid control. Top mid is where forZe will be focusing fire towards. Limited on utility sets as well, so they've got to use it wisely. If they want to go for a basic set execution, they've only got 1 shot at doing it. Again, just pointing out this stack that Red Reserve have loved to have towards the A bomb site. It's great because it's really flexible, really versatile. You can cover off mid as you're seeing from DJL's position. We've got 2 players to hold the A bomb site directly. They're probably crossing it down from looking into Palace and Ramp. And 1 more towards Connector just in case they sneak in through jungle. Fantastic setup from Red Reserve. If it does leave the B site a little bit unguarded. That's why you got Freddy Frog on the AWP though, just make sure that he stalls them for enough time and allows Red Reserve the opportunity to rotate. Flashbang's over, face crack, first man down, plus deals with him. Sviat will trade him. Has got to deal with DJL here as the AWP picks off Relaxer, and Sviat will actually get his double kill. XSC picking up 1 more frag. Now it's all up to the AWPer, Freddy Frog. Well out of position, well out of time, and well out of chances. That's a nice peek from XSE. Getting 10 on the board for the end of the half there. And, you know, forZe managed to find the way to break out and break it down. Very successful T side so far here in the Russian squad, but the Swedes have other plans. They've got themselves Glocks, PT50s as well in this pistol. 2 sets of a flash and a smoke. No raid boss here for Red Reserve, which I think would be pretty decent enough, but no, not to be. Just going in towards his A execution set, it seems. The defuse kit is on Jerry. Everybody else on the CT side has Kevlar and default pistols, but straight into the bomb site they'll go. Plesson spotted out by face crack, but they crossfire him down as he misses all of his shots. Jerry will get the trade back, but he's dealt with the defuse as the defuse kit drops, and the bomb will get planted. Little looking through a gap, trying to catch one of these players off from CT stairs, but he's not going to find anything. Just a minimal amount of damage done to Plesson and Button. And the CT stuck up towards this jungle connected position. They try to creep into the bomb site. They know that DGL's here towards the default position. They've got to get this bomb defusal kit back, and DJL and Plesson will just deny them at every step of the turn. So that last man left picks up 1 headshot, looks for his second, but now sandwiched in from 2 different angles. Plesson will take him down for his triple kill, bring Red Reserve up to 6 now on this T-side board. The force by forZe will go. Scout out for XSC. 2 players with upgraded pistols and Kevlar helmets for the CT side. Red Reserve on 2 AKs and 3 SMGs on their buy-up. A little bit more money building heavy focused than in the past, but still needs most is what they're going to go for, and with any luck they can get themselves quite an amount of cash out of it. Freddy Frog to pick up Little to start things off here for the T side. So a good start of the Mac 10. Sviat can't do anything, and DJL will shut him down. B-bomb site open for 5 on 3. Make it 5 versus 2. As once again, Freddy Frog gets himself $1,200 returning investment on this SMG. And looking for a little bit more. Actually could take on XSC. Expects it to be towards Murder Hole. Sprays his way. His second face will actually be his last. XSC taking out Freddy Frog. And Jerry now holding close face to try and find someone here towards ladder room. Eventually, Relaxer will deal with the scout player. Peeking towards ladder room, and he'll get dealt with his own accord. Jerry can't turn the AK onto Button, though. And Button will recover the AK as a result. 7 to 10 now. They lose 2 SMGs, and that's fine for Red Reserve. They save most of their players in. They save most of their primary weapons also here for this one. As the Eco for forZe comes out, the PT50 on Little, the 5.7 for face crack. 3 USPs here for the forZe side. So we're going to go for a set execution right here. Jerry alone, back towards Ninja spot. Are they going to deal with him? Yes, they will. $600 kill for DJ. I'll maybe go a little bit further, try to take down more of these pistols. The more the merrier in this particular case. Great flashbang to shut him down, but no, he gets the kill on Face Crack and on XSE. Money, money, money for the SMG player. Relaxer, I think he's going to actually swap out. And no, he picks up the UMP instead. So DJ, I'm not sure what he's going for, but very clearly on a suicide mission to take down more towards the outside, and this will be even better for him if he does. But just little alone to survive, and might pick off DJL. I don't imagine that it'll do much more than this. He may die with the bomb, may fall away altogether. This will be round number 8 on the board here for the T side. They do lose that SMG eventually to Relaxers falling, but again, not a problem. 4 players actually staying alive, 3 of which with rifles. Means that they'll buy down all the same here at reserve. 8 to 10. Quick technical pause being called from forZe. XSE apparently has a bit of a loss. 15. Pretty bad stuff, all things considered, actually. I'll just give him time. He'll just reset his internet. We'll get back into the matchup as soon as possible. But for now, forZe are up for the buy-up. They've got the M4s. Whether or not they have the AWPs, and that are yet to be seen. We'll see if XSE does have it, but again, we'll find out. Don't know until he actually rejoins the server, because you never could. Anyway, let's take a look at some talent ratings from the likes of our Russian talent team. We've already seen a few different predictions go awry. Unfortunately, my name's not up there, but it's all good, don't worry. Petrik's currently leading with 1 out of 2 predictions, of course. I can't remember if he won the Red Reserve match or the forZe match. I think he may have predicted forZe to go over what was it? Yeah, no, forZe to go over Sprout. I believe that's where he was sitting at in regards to these predictions. But he got more out of it, giving a small amount of balance to the talent to try and use on bets.net, as you can do if you deal in the Russian Rebels. Unfortunately, I don't, so I can't take part, unless they want to give me 10,000 Rebels, in which case I'll be happy to do so. But still, Petrik in the lead there with a little over 10 grand. Not really that bad at all. I personally don't like to put bets down on my particular matches and the matches that I am casting and or working on, but regardless. Seems like our tech pause is almost over right here. XSE still yet to get himself back in the server, however, of course, we just had to have him quickly reconnect thanks to a small loss issue in regards to his connection to the server, but the AWP will come out, so XSE does eventually decide to buy down into that one. And forZe on the full buy now. 3 rounds lost bonus rifle round coming into play here for this second half. The CTs have the single AWP, as do Red Reserve. The limited utility set still could come into play here. Let's see whether it will impact the forZe buy. 4 smokes, a flashbang, a HE, and an incendiary. That's all they've got to work with, and just early use to try and suppress this T side out. The Molotov, ooh, actually lands a little bit high, and I think XSE does get away alive because of it. No, actually went a little bit too far instead. UJL spots that XSE, does take him down eventually, looking for a little as well. Noticing towards short. Tap burst, sprays his way on through, but Little does get the trade back to a 4 versus 4, and Jerry follows on through of his own accord. Face crack back towards Sandwich. Is eventually dealt with by Red Reserve. So 2 versus 2 ensues, and the bomb is allowed to go down with a major gap in towards connector. Could still be a problem for Little, but no. The AWP shuts down the first. For those in on 19 HP, he still is putting some great impact on the board here for his CT teammates. Meanwhile, Sviat coming on through with the peak comes through from Little as well. Damage done, and it will be a kill. The final kill for the round to bring forz back in the lead at 11 to 8. Well locked out there from mid there, the CT side as well as the A defensive going extremely well for forz. Red Reserve have to buy into this next round as well. Only 1 round of loss bonus after saving for 3 rounds total. I think they got out loads of players for it as well. Means that economy has been allowed to build, so the AKs, the AWP, will once again come into play here for the Swedes. forz are going to go aggressive, trust if they can counteract their aggression early on. Or peeking alongside Jerry. Ready to put it into effect here, but meanwhile, the AWPs for the CT side. They're going to challenge up towards his middle position. Plesson will find the face crack to kick things off. Towards connector, eventually pushed away from that short position, flashbanged over, but again, not going to find any presence of a CT towards his mid position, at least not now that they've exterminated all that remains, and Little has fallen out. That's going to take a fight towards the A-bomb side that he's just not going to win right there. Jerry picks him up. Goes back towards Sandwich and preps at a 4 versus 4. The hit still to come through from Red Reserve as their default did work out to a man advantage, but since then has crumbled to pieces. "45 seconds do remain." And they will try and go in for what looks to be a basic hit with a flashbang. The only man with a smoke remaining is Freddy Frog. He's got a Molotov and 2 flashes as well, trying to force Jerry out of it. Does get forced out of position. They are going to be able to deal with him, relaxing with the AWP, catching him off guard, bringing a man advantage back to the T side, but XSC is still a man to watch, and eventually Button will deal with his teammates in Little. Out towards the short position. It's now a 2 versus 4, and they've avoided this CT stairs position altogether. Planting the bomb out in the open. DJL will get spotted, and XSE will chime on through for it. Freddy now is suppressed. And Relaxer also backed up with this AWP. The flashbang will force out the shot, and here we go. They're going to try to push on through. They've got a smoke. They're going to try and ninja it, but Button's ready on the cross. If he can take them down. This will be around for Red Reserve, or it may just still be around for them nonetheless because forz are falling out. They can't make this work. And the T side realise that they're going to back off. They're going to leave this one be. A 9th round will be on the board for the Swedes. Rocky start towards mid, getting traded back and not initially winning out their defaults, but still we are here. They've about managed to get themselves back together on this particular setting of things. 9 to 11. A reset round against forz as well. They could force it back together around this AWP and M4. And they are going to do just that, actually. I was going to say it, but it may not be advisable considering the state of the economy, and they may want to save up to buy around this AWP in a more defined manner, but no. AWP out for XSC, M4 for face crack. Jerry with the MP9 and the P250 and 5.7 is there for the remaining 2. Pistols up against the AKs and the AWP for a full-blown buy. It looks like Red Reserve are going to go through the apartments very quickly here. They've got the utility for the execution. Going to overwhelm the site with smokes and flashbangs as Sviat is ready to receive them all. Here we are. Smoke's getting lined up, getting ready to go out. Here they come. Little backed up, flashbanged out, but still got P250 at close range. Can he find anything with this one? Plesson's jumping. He's trying to get himself through the window, but will get shut down for it finally. Relaxer and Plesson will chime on through to 2, and DJL will get the 3rd. Awkward start from Red Reserve, but they do maintain control, and Jerry and face crack. Not much they can do here. They probably could use the M4 for something here, face crack, but alongside Jerry, I'm not sure. You know, we'll leave Jerry towards ladder and try and get an exit frame against one of the Red Reserve players. Face Crackers back out towards Palace. And Red Reserve are on a track for double digits here on this T side. Should also remind the folks at home that the 2 grand finalists of the Bets.net Challenger playoffs take a spot at the next Star Series. Oh, hello. Thank you, guys. 2 frags come through from Joey and he recovers an AWP for it. Perfectly done. That's how you want to do it. Bait him in, get the spray, get an AWP, and now open up some doorways for the CT side. AWP, AK, 4 grand on XSE. He could full buy into this next round alongside his 2 teammates, but Little and Sviat are once again going to go left with only a couple of options in terms of weapons and armor and utility for that matter. So what do they do is the question of the moment here. forZe, they force buy. They could destroy the tender economy of Red Reserve, assuming they make the risk work and they could deny them from getting evened up against them. Could deny the opportunity to get to 11-11. Or they could just concede now, go for the 3 rounds lost bonus. And go for the full buy, regardless of what the outcome of this round is. And it looks like it will be the eco option picked by forZe. PT50's on Little XSC. Sviat's going to get the Eagle out. The AWP and the M4 also in play from the CT squad. Relax tries to link mid control with his AWP. So you're going to get kind of aggressive here towards underpass, but he's not going to go pushing up, trying to take a long-range engagement with his PT50. He realizes his chances are much better from a close range. If they round this corner, he gets their head, he gets a rifle, could even drop the bomb. They are set up appropriately. Oh, he can actually peek out, and DJL will be there to get shut down by a forZe CT's player. But you will hear the utility coming out now. The flashbangs, the smokes are incoming, and XSC slowly starting to push up. It's Jerry with the AWP, peeks out, shut down by Freddy, unfortunately. And that Eagle from Sviat can't do much more than that also, but they've stalled for enough time here. XSE is ready and waiting. He's looking for Freddy, looking to tap his way on through. May have been denied a bomb planter. Picks up Button, shuts him down, looks for Freddy, can't quite take him out, but he's picked up an AWP, recovered from his teammate, and actually with Face Crack coming on the other side, it's suddenly turned into a 2 versus 2. Now up to the AWP, XSC to clutch things out, but versus another AWP, and he spots his gun barrel. Relaxer's ready and willing to wait for the lone CT player, but how long can he wait for? 30 seconds on the clock. And XSE's heard that scope. He knows now. We should have heard that Relaxer was here towards this short position. He's just trying to stall for enough time for the clutch. Can he keep this together? Relaxer has to peek him. He's got 15 seconds, otherwise forZe will win this 12th round out by timer alone. 10 seconds, Relaxer. Now you're going to move, buddy. Getting up close, 5 seconds. Spotted, XSE is ready for it. And he quick scopes him down, he wins it out. I think Relaxer got the first shot off, but he missed it. Meaning that Red Reserve will have to concede thanks to the backstab, throwing him into complete disarray and buying a fantastic opportunity for forZe. XSE, you could not have played that better. And he will be rewarded with a 3K and a 12th round for the forZe CT side. So while Red Reserve take a tactical pause, I just want to remind you of the circumstances that we are at here. Red Reserve and forZe, for already making it to the semi-finals, have claimed their spot at the Masters LAN event for Bets.net. But if they take it to all the way to the grand finals, the playoffs, the online portion of this tournament, second and first place will get immediate invites to Star Ladder I-League Series Season 5. So there is a little bit to be playing for right here for these guys. See the Russians taking the liberties to draw on the map and explain some tactics. Again, just kind of highlighting that backstab play from XSE. That was absolutely insane. He's got an AWP for this round as well. He's so ready to shut players down. He's all the way in towards that same crossfire between him and Jerry out towards ramp. Meanwhile, the second AWP's out here towards the apartments. Pless and DJL. Further peek going to come through from Sviat. He does find the first on Freddy, and the AWP has actually been unable to support them, so misses the first shot. Plessin gets them both down, opens the B bomb site, but business. FaceCrack will try and peek up together, try to see if he can get this bomb planter down. He actually manages to land it on DJL, so to a 3 versus 3 we go. And the CT is still holding face here against Relaxer and Button, but Relaxer takes the wallbanger shot alongside the UMP suppression here from Button. 50 seconds remaining, and Plessin has both of the CTs to be dealing with. Bomb's got to go down, and indeed it will. Plessin, however, does a good job at supporting. Taking down the short player, leaving it all up to XSC. He was a miracle worker in that last round, but surely a 1 versus 3 is a little bit too far gone with the AWP on retake, and even he agrees. So backing off to save it. Going to concede an 11th to the red reserve T side. It looks like this time forZe are actually going to buy around this AWP. They have been reset on loss bonus. So, you know, there is an option if they wanted to eco in it, but it may be more advisable to go for the AWP M4 and CZ Deagle 57 force buy. So options reopen up once again for forZe. They are going to bring this one straight up to ahead. XSC is ready for any players that come in towards the apartments. There's the top fragger for his team so far. Of course, not the only man on 19 frags, but is the man leading the way with some excellent clutches and some excellent shooting power. Now he most definitely is. 20 frags on the board for him. Plessin to fall. The T's had to rotate away, but look at this. They've actually pulled a great rotation. The bomb's ready to push in towards the B bomb site. XSC still shuts down Button, however, as the lurkers are getting picked apart now. Jerry on rotate, ready to cover off connector. Any T-side players that push in towards this position, because Red Reserve have made their way quickly into the A bomb site, and the bomb will go down. So a 5 versus 3 retake is now in effect. forZe could still make this work. AK recover from Sviat. Second one still yet to get put into play, but DJL will take FaceCrack out of it. XSC is finally going to fall, but Little trades his way on through it. It's all Relaxer, a 1v4. He picks up the first, but a bomb's not even planted for him. Tap it once, Jerry's going to stick it, and Relaxer realizes that he has not got a chance right here. This will be a 13th on the board for forZe. So they hard buy their way into that round, but they come out with gold at the end of it. AK's recovered, the AWP is staying in play from XSE. AWP, meanwhile, will be in play from Red Reserve on Relaxer. He's been 22 frags good so far in this match. He will be now good for 23 as he picks up XSE first in the peak out towards the A bomb site. Just catching one of these players out in the open, and we'll run away with Red Reserve's man advantage for it. Just not even going to recontest, just rotate back away. Still loads of time remaining here. The T's have to make their final push in. They are favourable towards this B portion of the map. Also trying to gain mid control, but how useful it will be is yet to be seen. It doesn't look like a defined push into a Sporter site. It does look like it could be a B split because they've got DJL back here towards the apartments. At the same time, Plessin also towards underpass will rotate back away. So with the T's gaining short control, this actually looks like it is more likely going to be a B site hit. Svat's got the information. He's going to call it out. His teammates will be there to try and support him, but he will fall. So it's all just down to the players in market. Jerry and Little. Jerry down first. Little next to challenge with the orb, but he's already rotating away. He's not even going to bother. This will be a 12th round on the board for Red Reserve. As they keep up with forZe. Every time they pull away, they pull one round back. This becomes a very doable map right here for Red Reserve. Again, both of these squads are about evenly matched. I think Red Reserve do kind of take the edge in terms of overall experience on Mirage. But for forZe's pick, most amazing stance in all of the games. Overpasses our second map as picked by Red Reserve. That one is a lot worse for forZe. So forZe do need to take this map out of the way in order to force us to Inferno. And when we get to that milestone, when we get to that bridge, we will cross it. For now, though, it will be a 13-12 scoreline. As Red Reserve, again, keeping up with the forZe CT side. Oh, I've just realised there's a little logo on the map. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'll have to verify if that's on my game client or whether it's actually just from the in-game observer. That the clean feed is feeding me from the studio over in Kiev. But that's a story for another day. For now, it's the story of the AWP and the M4 versus the world. The rest of the CTs haven't really invested too hard. Jerry's gotten himself out a little bit of Kevlar, but no helmets, understandably, because, you know, AKs and an AWP pack for Red Reserve. All the headshots are going to count regardless. And forZe and XSE have themselves USPs. One minute to go. forZe will quickly push in towards the mid position, but right back out again. AWP in play for Little. He's still trying to reposition himself across the map. The T's are scattered. They haven't decided on a defined push once again. It's the same sort of top mid in Apartment's default that was able to win him out the earlier rifle round. It almost lost in his first pick here, however. As Jerry falls, Plessens trades DJL on 2 HP. Button will take down XSE, but forZe trades out DJL to the 3 versus 3. Finally, face right comes through with his M4, and he gets taken out the same. But Button on 12 HP is not looking good for him. Little will back off, but going to quickly realize they are making their way into the A-bomb site, and he's the only man here for. He misses the first shot. Grenade onto Relax, and knows he's through this box, but he's missing the wall bangers. He can't connect these frags, and the AWPer fails in his guarding duties. forZe looking in through jungle. Button is there and ready. I mean, he will fall on just low amounts of HP. It's all relaxing out alone as the last man left. Will spot towards connector. Turns his way on through. Taps on through, but no. The AK gets the frag. And the AWP will be recovered. forZe now on 14 rounds here. Starting to pull away from Red Reserve. But again, we've been here before. Red Reserve have enough for another buyback. 5 grand on most of these players. Plesson may have to go a little bit weaker into this one. And knowing the way the Red Reserve have accounted for themselves in these rounds, they're just going to force the issue back again. And potentially force yet another round away from the forZe CT side. We're about to find out whether that will be the case. The double op setup is back in play. If forZe break it now, they win map 1. If not, Red Reserve are still in this one. forZe, once again, they're going to go out towards this mid-aggression in this mid-push. Red Reserve, their default is set up to deal with this. They push one player in through underpass. They've got 2 towards top mid, ready and waiting for anyone to come to them. But outside of the early towards top mid control, that is about it from forZe. Just the presence. Now they hold standard angles here on the CT side. Go, push towards mid. SXE gets the first man. Jerry's training back by Freddy to a 4 versus 4, so forZe unable to maintain this man advantage for very long. 45 seconds will remain on the clock. Red Reserve trying to flush positions out here from short, particularly the ladder room. XSE is going to make his way into a more passive position, and Sviat's going to hold down point here towards the apartments. DJL could get caught off guard. Shoulder peeking now, knows there's one man there, but the bombers rotated, and they're going to commit to this B site hit. They've got short control here, Red Reserve. Sviat will back his way out of apartments, trying to get out of dodge just in time. The AWP tries to line up shots, but he can't connect to Sviat's going to go falling, so it's all XSE as the lone man. Picks up Pleasant, tries to turn onto Freddy, and unfortunately he can't do it. Freddy takes him down. 3 versus 2 now. Retake up for forZe, a man advantage for Red Reserve. And make it 2 as DJL peeks out from market, shuts down Little, and Face Crack is alone. 1v3. M4 in his hands, backed out through the apartments. Surely there's nothing you can do on this retake. No defuse kit, run out of time. And 3 T-side players to find. This will be number 13 for Red Reserve, and this time they maintain a bit more of economical build. All just the case of whether forZe is forced by back, will still be able to keep it together eventually. FaceCrack is going to get some damage against Red Reserve. But at this point, with how tender these economies have been, that might be enough for forZe still to force them down and break it out. But 14 to 13. 1 round away from that point are forZe. Opportunities are a brewing, so let's find out whether it shall be the case here. Tactical pause coming out for the CT side, understandably so. If they win it out, they win the map. If Red Reserve win it out, though, they may also win the map. At the very least, they'll get their way to match point. Well, map point. It's aggressive buy from forZe as well. The double AWPs with pistols to support. I'm not sure this is a good play, but if these AWPs can do their damage, then Red Reserve will pay for it pretty hard. And, well, the cycle shall repeat itself. forZe will make their way up to 15. Red Reserve will have another buyback. At the very least, they've been keeping their economy afloat. forZe have been a little bit shaky over the last 5 rounds or so. Jerry up close and personal with this CZ. Face crack backlines with the 5-7. The AWP. XSE is here towards jungle, ready to watch out for Palace. He may catch Freddy as the first man, but also focusing fire towards mid. Here we go. Here comes the execution coming in from Red Reserve. Jerry has got to be good on this one, but the flashbang blinds all the players except for one, and Pleasant will take him down for it. Face crack sprays his way on through with the 5-7, gets traded, and XSE is the lone man left with the AWP. Gets 1 to a 3 versus 3. DJL is low all the same. So actually this ain't that bad with Little coming into the other side. Pleasant's going to fall. Now looking to line up a little bit more. It's XSE to take him down. Look for Button as the next man, but the AK still trades out 1 headshot. 1v2. 4K clutch bomb to get planted. Looking into CT stairs, and Little will put the AWP straight to him. Get map point for forZe first. Red Reserve are now playing for overtime. As somehow the AWP pistol buy will still work for the forZe squad. But now a force buy has to come through from Red Reserve. A tactical pause again from forZe. We saw this plenty in their game against Sprout. They took every opportunity. Those 4 pauses, 30 seconds apiece. This is the last one forZe can take, as you have just seen. Yes, DJL, just reveal your whole hand to forZe. And there. Just BM being slung between both sides. Red Reserve do have money, but it's not a lot. 2 AKs for Freddy and Pleasant. is Red Reserve, are they really going to set up a rush strategy? It looks like they're going to go in for a little bit of execution sets. They got a flashbangs, but 3 smokes. AWP to challenge first. All down to XSE. Can he shut the whole push down? forZe are going to go towards mid. Realize there is no one here. That only means an execution for one side of the map is in play. It's going to be B. XSE takes the first shot, but he can't get the frags. Fiat back in there, taking out Pleasant, kicking things off for forZe, looking for his second frag, but the spray is awkward, and DJL and Button make it work as a result. Meanwhile, Jerry pushes through the smoke, gets it back to a 3 versus 3, and backs right off back towards short. Little will get forced back from Market from a Molotov. The face crack will still start to peek up and smoke start to clear. He is still holding a decent position here, Jerry. Freddy Frog will finally find the frag against him, pick up the bomb. Still got time to plant, but he's going to get it down now. 4 short. Face crack. Oh no, the timing from DJL. He gets taken down. Could have put that CZ to work, but now it's relaxed to the trading right back with a CZ of his own little. 1 versus 2 for this retake. Got 2 T-side players to find. They both double peak the same angle. They both take him down. And that will be Red Reserve up to 14 rounds now for this T-side. And perhaps we'll begin day 2 in the same way we ended day 1. With an overtime. It's possible. It's entirely plausible. Let's find out whether it will be the case. Face crack. And Jerry. Jerry has the MP9 face crack taking point, however. Jerry is kind of taking point on the brunt of the defensive. A face crack gets the first with the 5-7. Molotov down, a back cover off his escape. That's the first frag for forZe, and they've done this before on pistols. It's entirely plausible right here. Face crack on 5, DJL on 9. It's not been a great start here from Red Reserve, and aggression coming in all across the board. Look at Sviat's position. Deagle out. Ballsy from forZe, but it may end up working. He spots out Pleasant, but gives away his information for it. Does get chased down back towards the underpass position, and they're still looking for it. The CZ still can't find the frag. Finally, Freddy Frog will trade him out to a 4 versus 4. But even so, damage done by pistols, and they're still trying to do some good work. XSC up here towards T-spawn. Relaxer will take Jerry down. Open up the A-bomb, but they're still going to push in. DJL, AHP, entry down. PG-50 will pick him up. Mac-10 also picked up for Little. He's ready and waiting for anyone to make their moves now. He's heard some footsteps. He's heard an AWP shot. Red Reserve do have to make a decision right now. Relaxer ready to cut off. Face crack, 5 HP. Surely he should get this kill. No, the timing is perfect, and face crack will make it a double. Just 5 HP, and that may have stalled for enough time. XSC is back here looking for Freddy Frog. If he can deny the bomb plant, that's going to be game. Pleasant can't do anything with his AWP. He's dead out of time. He's dead out of chances. And XSC will get his double for a little bit bonus glory. Red Reserve, a similar issue that punished them in their series against Quantum Bellator Fire. Running out of time will punish them here in the first map at the very end of it. Still 16-14 to the favor of forZe. But now we step into Red Reserve territory. Overpass is their map pick for this best of 3. And we'll be going straight to it after this very short break. So don't go anywhere.